Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense...
Michael Dixon.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Cardinals coming out led by Kyler Murray, the offensive rookie of the year a season ago, and back for more here in year number 2.
I still remember being in Indianapolis at the Combine when the result of Kyler Murray's height was announced. And when the tape measure showed him at a little bit above 5'10", all doubts went out the window, and rightly so. The Cardinals went 5-10-1 with him last year, but he was the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. This guy can make great plays with his arm, can scoot with his feet, and has motivated this team and has them on a really good upward trajectory.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
From the 29, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. Smith 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Out of the gun, Smith. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
To the air again, Smith. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd and 5.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Again, Smith. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They start the drive with Connor. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Flushed out right. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down.
At their own 40-yard line.
On first down, Smith. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Malcolm Butler.
To throw again, Smith. And that's complete to Jesse James. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seattle.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Marcus Golden on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun, here's Smith. And his throw is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Operating from the gun, Smith. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion.
Nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Shotgun now for Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Screen pass to Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the gun, Murray. And Green with a catch left side.
Murray.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
On the pickup.
On 2nd down now.
At
It's Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Carson, the ball carrier.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
1st and 10 at the
on 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk.
Murray's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
To throw is Smith. They'll run the screen with Carson. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
To Chris Carson.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
from the 41, Murray on a slant complete to Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 1st down, Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to number 81. A 6-yard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Throwing again, Murray. flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
6.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Smith. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
This interception would go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Connor. That's good for a Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
1st and 10 at the 16.
On first down, Connor. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the run is Benjamin. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 39, Smith. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Operating from the gun, Smith. They'll find Everett there, complete.
Smith's
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not much there, only a yard. This is Carson.
At the 47.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
Ball carrier.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, we'll see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. Johnson. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And caught, right side, Green.
Murray's
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he finds Daniels. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Open man is Kirk, complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This will be caught inside the 10. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 24-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Seahawks 3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Murray. On a slant, complete to Green. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
For a Cardinals
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been in a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they've always wanted to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
From the end zone, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He'll find Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Carson.
4-yard line.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
21-yard line.
Now Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Now Gino on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. And he finds Penny. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting them 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
On 1st down, it's Carson. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. A shotgun snap for Smith. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play. I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up, but I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Green once again the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now it's Lockett. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. On 1st and 10, Smith. A pass underneath for Carson. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. first down. It's Smith.
He'll look underneath and dump it off to Duke Johnson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seattle.
Throwing again is Smith. They'll run the screen with Carson. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And hang on here because the running back, Chris Carson, yet to get up after that play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Again, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Trying to lay one up deep. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
From the gun, Murray, and that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete to his running back, Connor. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
At the 46-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Kirk.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 on the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
Murray's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 23-yard line.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 15.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
On the draw, Connor. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, Benjamin. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Seahawks 3.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 22-yard line.
And out now come the Seahawks. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the
throwing again. Smith. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. They snap it to Smith. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And Murray's going to keep it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Will line up for the 2-point
Shotgun now from Murray.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to